day of Romeo and Juliet. We're so excited to do the show for you this afternoon for such a wonderful crowd of humans. For those of you that are new to us, welcome. For those of you that have been here before, welcome back. For those of you that have been to the show a couple of times, welcome back. This is the beginning of our 2025 season. We've had a wonderful 2 weekends of shows, 8 weeks of rehearsals. Kaleidoscope is special for a lot of reasons, but the major thing that we really have enjoyed in this production and in all of our productions is that truly there's a real sense of putting the community in community theater, in that every single actor that you'll see on this stage has been so incredibly generous with their talent and their time. No one is just an actor. They all, were putting flowers on the balcony and bringing each other treats and doing all sorts of things for each other. And it's a great honor for us to have them perform for you, and I appreciate you giving all of your attention to them. On that note, please take a second to silence your cell phones. It is Shakespeare, so you never know, they might try to answer it for you, so I definitely get that turned off. Also, I almost forgot, I wanted to give a special thank you to our set designer and constructor, Matt Winkler. Thank you so much. And of course, his assistant, Elliot. Thank you very much, Elliot. You were very helpful. So cell phone reminder, if in case there's any sort of emergency, we have the emergency exit here just behind you where you came in, or right over here on the side. There will be a brief 10-minute intermission where you can enjoy your snacks and anything else that you'd like to purchase out in the hallway. Those should be enjoyed out there. And then for my friends in the front row, just watch your feet. Actors are coming through here and they're not to be trusted. Thank you all again so much from the bottom of my heart for being here. This should be very fun, we certainly hope. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Romeo and Juliet.
Two households, both alike in dignity. In fair Verona, where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows do with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end naught could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage. The which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Gregory, upon my word, will not carry coals.
No, for then we should be colliers.
I mean, and Median collar will draw.
I, while you live, draw your neck out of the collar.
I'd strike quickly, being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
A dog of the house of Montague moves me.
To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runst away.
A dog of the house of Montague moves me to stand. I'll take the wall of any man or maid of the Montagues.
The quarrel is between our masters and us, their men.
'Tis all one. I'll show myself a tyrant.
Draw thy tool. Here comes 2 of the house of Montagues.
My naked weapon is out. Quarrel, I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run?
Fear me not.
No, Mary, I fear thee.
Let us take the law on our side. Let them strike first.
I will frown as I pass by and let them take it as they list.
Nay, as they dare. I will bite my thumb at them as they pass, which is a great disgrace to them if they bear it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is the law on our side if I say aye?
No.
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
If you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as good man as you.
No better.
Well, sir.
Say better. Here comes one of my master's kinsmen.
Yes, better, sir. You lie. Draw, if you be men. Gregory, remember thy swashing blow. I'm asking, coward. Get that sword out! Excuse me. Gregory, strike him down! Go! Get him, Gregory! Squashing well! Squashing well!
Lord fools! Put up your swords! You know not what you do!
What? Art thou drawn among these heartless eyes? Turn thee, Benvolio! Look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put up thy sword or manage you to part these men with me.
What? Draw and talk of peace? I hate the word, as I hate hell, all Montagues, and thee. Have at thee, coward! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Oh, what noise is this? Give me my long sword.
No!
A crutch. What call you for a sword? My sword, I say. Old Montague has come and flourishes his blade in spite of me.
Thou villain, Capulet! Only not, let me go!
Thou shalt not stir a foot to see them fall.
This neighbor-stained steel will and not hear! What help? You men, you beasts that quench the fires of your pernicious rage with purple fountains issuing from your veins. On pain of torture from those bloody hands, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground. Hear the sentence of your moved princess. 3 civil brawls bred of an airy word by the old Capulet and Montague have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets and made Verona's ancient citizens cast by their graves beseeming ornaments, to wield old partisans in hands as old cakered with peace to part your cakered hate.
Verona's ancient citizens.
If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time, all the rest depart away. You, Capulet, shall go along with me to know our further pleasure in this case. And Montague, come you this afternoon. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Who set this ancient quarrel new abroach? Speak, nephew, were you by when it began?
Ere were the servants of your adversary, and yours close fighting heir. I did approach, I drew to part them, and in the instant came the fiery Tybalt with his sword prepared, which as he breathed defiance to my ears, he swung about his head and cut the winds. Who nothing heard, with all haste and scorn, as we were interchanging thrusts and blows, came more and more, and fought on part and part, till the princess came and parted both parts.
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he was not at this fray.
Madam, an hour before the worship sun, peered forth the golden window of the east. Troubled mind drave me to walk abroad, where, underneath that grove of sycamore, that westward rooted from the city side, so early walking did I see your son. I made towards him, but he was ware of me and stole into the covert of the woods. I, measuring his affection by my own, that most are busied when they're most alone, pursued my humor, not pursuing his, and gladly shunned who gladly fled from me.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning dew, adding to clouds more clouds with his deep sighs. But all so soon as the all-cheering sun should in the furthest east begin to draw the curtains from Aurora's bed, away steals home my heavy son, and private in his chamber pens himself, shuts up his windows, locks fair daylight out, and makes himself an artificial night. Black and portentous will this humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know it nor can learn of him.
Have you importuned him by any means?
Both by myself and many other friends. Is he his own affection's counselor, is to himself, I will not say how true, but is to himself himself so secret and so close, so far from sounding and discovery, as is the bud bit with an envious worm, ere he can spread his sweet leaves to the air, or dedicate his beauty to the sun. Could we but learn from whence his sorrows grow, we would as willingly give cure as know.
Oh, Rosaline.
See where he comes. So please you step aside. I'll know his grievance or be much denied.
I would thou art so happy by thy stay to hear true shrift. Come, madam, let's away.
Good morrow, cousin!
Is the day so young?
But new struck 9.
Ay, me. Ugh. Sad hours seem long. Was that my parents that went hang so fast?
It was! What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out
Of love?
out of her favor, where I am in love.
Alas, that love be so gentle in his view, should be so rough and tearing.
At last that love whose view is muffled still should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shall we dine? Hey, what a fray was here. Yet tell me not, for I've heard it all. Here's much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then, oh brawling love, oh loving hate, oh anything of nothing, first create, oh heavy lightness, serious vanity, misshapen chaos of ill-seeming forms, feather of lead, bright smoke, cold fire, sick health, still waking sleep that is not what it is, this love. Feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz I rather weep.
Good-hearted one.
And thy good heart to
Like
my
such
share.
is love's transgression. Griefs of mine own lie heavy in my breast, which thou wilt propagate heaven, pressed with more of thine. This love that thou hast shown doth add more grief to too much of mine own. Love is a smoke raised with a fume of sighs, being purged, a fire sparkling in lovers' eyes, being vexed, a sea nourished by lovers' tears. What is it else? A madness most discreet, a choking gall, and a preserving sweet. Farewell.
So soft! I will go along. And if you leave me so, you do me
I
wrong.
have lost myself. I am not here. This is not Romeo. He is some otherwhere.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes. Examine other beauties.
'Tis the way. He that is struck in blind cannot forget the precious treasures of his eyesight lost. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve but as no where I may be to pass that passing fair? Farewell. Oh. Thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine. Charles dying again.
But Montague is bound as well as I in penalty alike. And 'tis not hard, I think, for men so old as we to keep the peace.
Of honorable reckoning are you bearers. 'Tis pity you have been it all so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suitor?
But saying o'er what I have said before, my child is yet a stranger in the world. She hath not seen the change of 16 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride, ere we may think her ripe to be a bride.
Younger than she, a happy mother's maid.
And too soon marred are those so early made. The earth hath swallowed all my hopes, but she, oh, she is the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her, gentle Paris, get her heart.
It should not be hard.
My will to her consent is but a part, and she agree. Within her scope of choice lies my consent and fair according voice. This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest, such as I love. And you, among the store, one more most welcome, makes my number more.
Thank you, my lord.
Come, go with me. Go, Sirrah. Trudge about through fair Verona. Find those persons out whose names are written there, And to them say, my house and welcome. On their pleasure stay. You do not woo.
Oh my God, of course. Find them out whose names are written here. It is written that the shoemaker should meddle with his yard, and the tailor with his last, the fisher with his pencil, and the painter with his nets. But I am sent to find those persons whose names are here writ, and can never find what names the writing person hath here writ. I must to the learned. In good time.
Some man, one fire burns out, another's burning. One pain lessened by another's anguish. Turn giddy, and behold my backward turning. One desperate grief cures another's languish. Take some new affection to thine eye, and the rank poison of the old shall die.
Oh, my plantain leaf is excellent for that.
For what I pray.
My broken streak!
Oh, why, Romeo, art thou mad?
I'm mad! I'm mad more than a madman in a prison! Get to my food! Whip! Tormented! God dang it, fella.
God ye God, and I pray, sir. Can you read?
I am an unfortunate in my misery.
Perhaps you have learned it without book. But I pray, can you read anything you see?
If I know the letters and the language.
Ye say honestly, rest you merry.
Stay, fellow! I can read. Mercutio, mine uncle Capulet, his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosaline, Olivia, Senor Valencio, and his cousin Tybalt, Lucio, and the lively Helena. A fair assembly, whither should they come?
Up,
Whither?
to supper, to our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
Well, I'll tell you without asking. My master is the great rich Capulet. And if ye be not of the house of Montagues, I pray, come and crush a cup of wine. Rest you merry.
At the same ancient feast of Capulet sups the fair Rosaline, whom thou so lovest, with the admired beauties of Verona. Come thither, and with unattainted eye, compare her face to some that I shall show, and I will have thee think thy swan a crow.
Oh, when the devout religion of mine I maintain such falsehood and turn tears to fire, and these, who often drowned and never died, be burnt for liars, one buried in my love. The all-seeing sun there saw her matches first the world begun.
You saw her fair, none else being by, herself poised with herself in either eye, but in the crystal scales let there be weighed your lady's love with some other maid, that I shall show you shining at this feast. And she shall scant show well now that shows best. I'll go along.
No such sight be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own.
daughter, call her forth to me.
By my maidenhead, a 12-year-old, I have made her come. What, lamb? What, lady? God forbid, where is this girl? What, Juliet?
How now, who called?
Your mother?
Madam, I am here. What is your will? This is the matter. Nurse, give us leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. I have remembered me. Thou hearest our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter is of a pretty age.
Oh, faith, I can tell her age unto an hour.
She's not 14.
I'll lay 14 of my teeth, though to my teeth be it spoke, I have but 4. She's not 14. How long is it now till Lammas time?
A fortnight and odd days.
Odd or even all days of the year. Come Lammas Eve at night, she shall be 16. Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls, were of an age. Well, Susan is with God and was too good for me. But as I say, come Lammas Eve at night, she shall be 16. Mary, I remember it well. And since that time it is 11 years, for even then she could walk. Nay, she stood and ran all about, and even the day before broke her brow. Then my husband, he was a merry soul, took up the child. What, quoth he, dost thou fall upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backward when they have more wit, will thou not, Jewel? And by my holy dam, the pretty thing left crying and said, Aye. To see how such a jest should come about? If I should live 1,000 years, I'll never forget it. Wilt thou not, quoth he, and the pretty thing stinted and cried, and said, Aye.
And stint thou too, I pray thee, nurse. Say aye.
Peace, I have done. God mark you to his grace. Thou art the prettiest babe that e'er I nursed, and should I live to see thee married, I'd marry my wish.
That marries the very theme I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor I dream not of.
An honor? If I were not thine only nurse, I'd say thou hadst sucked wisdom from thy teeth.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you, here in Verona, ladies of esteem are already made mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now a maid. Thus, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, lady, such a man as all the world. Why, he is a man of wax.
Verona summer hath not such a flower.
Ah, he's a flower, and faith, a very flower.
What say you? Can you love this gentleman? Tonight you shall behold him at our feast. Read out a volume of young Paris's face, and take delight writ there in beauty's pen. Examine every married lineament, and see how one of her lens content, and what obscured in this fair volume lies, find written in the margent of his eyes. This precious book of love, this unbound lover, to beautify him only lacks a cover. The fish live in the sea, and 'tis much pride for the fair without the fair within to hide. This book, in many eyes thou share the glory that in gold clasp locks in the golden story. And so shall you have all that you possess by having him, making yourself no less. Speak briefly. Can you like of Paris's love?
I'll look to like, if looking liking move, but no more deep will I dart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madam, the guests are come, supper served, you called. My lady asked for. The nurse cursed in the pantry, and everything in extremity. I must hence wait. I beseech you, follow straight.
We will follow thee. Juliet, the county stays.
Go, girl. Speak happy nights and happy days.
There will come a poet whose weapon is his words. He will lay your city down, no lay a lie, go.
Give me a torch! I am not for this ambling being, but heavy I prepare the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground. I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them.
I am too, soar and pierced with his shaft. You soar with his light feathers, and so bound, I cannot bound a single pitch above Dogo. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it, should you burden love? It's too great oppression for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you beat love down. Give me a case for my visagin. A visor for a visor. What care I what curious eye doth quote deformities? Your beetle brows shall blush for me.
Come, knock and enter, and no sooner in, but every man would take him to his legs.
A torch for me. Boo! Let wantons light of heart tickle the senseless rushers with their heels. For I am proverb with the grandsire race. I'll be a candle holder, and look on. The game was ne'er so fair, and I am done.
Tut, done's the mouse, the constable's own word. If thou art done, we'll draw thee from the mire of this so reverence love, wherein thou stickest up to the ears. Now Come, we burn daylight. Ho!
That's not so.
I mean, sir, delay. We waste our lights in vain like lamps by day. Take our good meaning, for our judgment sits 5 times in that air once in our 5 wits.
And we mean well in going to this mass, but 'tis no where to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamed a dream tonight.
Yeah. And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep, while they do dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman. Drawn with a team of little atomies athwart men's noses they lie asleep. Her wagon spokes made of long spiders' legs, the covers of the wings of grasshoppers, the traces of the smallest spider's web, the collars of the moonshine's watery beams, her whip of cricket's bone, the lash of blue! Oh, her cherries, an empty hazelnut made by the joiner squirrel, an old grub, time out of mind, fairies coachmakers. And in this state, she gallops. Night by night, through lovers' brains and men, they dream of love! Or courtiers' knees who dream on curtsy straight, or a lawyer's fingers who straight dream on fees, or a lady's lips who straight on kisses dream. Which oft the angry man with blisters plagues, because their breaths with sweetmeats tainted are. Hey! Sometimes she gallops over a courtier's nose, then dreams she is smelling out a suit. Sometimes comes she with a tithe pigtail, tickling a parson's nose as they lie asleep. Then dreams he of another benefice. Oh. Sometimes he drideth o'er a soldier's neck, then dream he of cutting foreign throats. Breeches and Eustados, Spanish blades of health's 5 fathom deep. Then anon drums in his ear, which he starts and wakes, and being frightened swears a prayer or two and sleeps again. This is that very Mab that plats the manes of horses in the night, and bakes the elf-locks and foul sluttish hairs, which once untangled, much misfortune bodes. This is the hag, when maids lie on their backs, that presses them and learns them first to bear, making them women of good parents. This is she!
Peace, Mercutio, peace. Thou talkest of nothing.
Truly, talk of dreams. For the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy. Just as thin of substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind. The woos even now the frozen bosom of the north. Being angered puffs away from thence, turning his face to the dewdropping south.
This wind you speak of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I fear too early. For my mind misgives some consequence, yet hanging in the stars will bitterly begin his fearful date with this night's revels, and expire the term of a despised love closed in my breast by some vile forfeit of untimely death. But he that hath the steerage of my course direct my sail. On, lusty gentlemen!
Will you be ready? Do you like this haste? We'll keep a great ado, more than a friend or two. Welcome, gentlemen! Oh, ladies that have their toes unplagued with corns, we'll have a bout with you. My mistresses, which of you all will now deny to dance? She that makes dainty, she I'll swear hath corns. Have I come near ye now? Oh, welcome, gentlemen. I have seen the day that I have worn a visor and can tell a whispering tale in a fair lady's ear such as would please.
Oh, my lord!
'Tis gone, 'tis gone, 'tis gone. You are welcome, gentlemen. Come, musicians, play! Aho, aho! Give room and foot and all!
I'm trying, yes.
hand yonder knight. Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night like a rich jewel in Ethiop's ear. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. So shows us snowy dove trooping with cruises yonder lady o'er her fellow shows. The measure done, I'll watch her place to stand, and touching hers make blessed my rude hand. My love till now was fair in sight, but I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
This, by his voice, it should be a Montague. Fetch me my rapier, boy. Ah! What dares the slave come hither covered with an antique face to fleer and scorn its harsh solemnity? Now by the stock and honor of my kin to strike him dead, I hold it not to sin.
Why, how now, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe, a villain who is hither come in spite to scorn its harsh solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he! That villain Romeo.
Content thee, gentle cause. Let him alone. He bears him like a portly gentleman. And, to say truth, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed youth. I would not, for the wealth of all the town, here in my house, do him disparagement. Therefore be patient, take no note of him. It is my will, the which if thou respect, show a fair presence, and put off these frowns and ill-beseeming semblance for a feast.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured.
What, goodman boy? I say he shall.
Go to. Am I the master here or you? Go to. You'll not endure him? God shall mend my soul. You'll make a mutiny among my guests. You will set cock-a-hoop. You'll be the man. Why, uncle, 'tis a shame. Go to. Go to. You are a saucy boy. Isn't so indeed?
This trick may chance to scathe you. I know what. You must contrary me. Marry, 'tis time.
Well said, my heart. Go, be quiet. Are you?
More lights! More lights!
For shame. I'll make you quiet. What cheerly, my heart? Patience, perforce, with willful choler meeting, makes my flesh tremble in their different greeting. I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall now seeming sweet convert to bitter gall.
Another chance. Take it. Look on.
This holy shrine, the gentle sin, is this. My lips two blushing pilgrims ready stand, to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do rub your hand too much. Which mannerly devotion shows in this? For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is Holy Palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
I pilgrim lips. That they must use in prayers.
Oh, let lips do it hands favor. They pray. Grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints cannot move, so grant for prayers' sake.
They move not when my prayers affect thy faith. Thus, from my lips, by yours, my sin is purged.
Then have my lips again took.
Sin from my lips? Oh, trespass, sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
Madam, your mother craves a word.
What is her mother?
She is the lady of this house, Mary Bachelor. And gracious, kind, and virtuous. I nursed her daughter that you talked withal. He that shall have her shall have the chinks.
Is she a Capulet? Oh, dear Count, my life is my foe's debt.
We have a trifling foolish banquet towards. Is it even so? Why then, I thank you all. I thank you, honest gentlemen. Good night.
Come on then, let's to bed.
Why my fay, it waxes late.
Indeed, my lord.
Out to my rest.
There, my own shorty hand. Come hither, nurse.
What is young gentleman?
I know not.
Go ask his name. Go. Get thee married. My grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your hated enemy.
My only love, sprung from my only hate. Too early seen unknown and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me that I must love a loathed enemy.
Come, come, the strangers are all gone. Anon, anon.
Romeo!
Romy! Wait, I'm Balthazar. Up it.
There we go.
Whoa.
Yeah, there we go. Romeo!
Romeo! Balthazar!
Romeo!
My cousin Romeo!
He's wise. On my lie hath stolen him home to bed.
He ran this way and leaped this orchard wall.
Call, good Mercutio. I'll conjure too. Romeo! Humors! Passion! Madman! Lover. Appear thou in the likeness of a sigh, or speak but one rhyme and I am satisfied, or cry but I me, pronounce but a love and dove, speak to my gossip Venus, one fair word, one nickname for her purblind son and heir, young Adam Cupid, he who shot so trim when King Copetula the beggar made. He heareth not. Stirreth not. The ape is dead, and I must conjure him. I conjure thee by Rosaline's bright eyes, or by her high forehead and scarlet lip, or by her straight leg, her quivering thigh, and the domain that there adjacent lie, that in thy likeness thou appear to.
If he hear thee, thou wilt anger him.
Cannot anger him. 'Twould anger him to raise a spirit in his mistress's circle of some strange nature, letting it there stand till she had laid it and conjured it down. That were some spite. My implication was fair and honest, and I conjure only but to raise up him.
He hid amongst these trees to be consorted with the humorous night. Blind is his love, and best befits the dark.
Be blind. Love cannot hit the mark. Now he will sit under that medlar tree and wish that his mistress were that kind of fruit that maids call meddlers when they laugh alone. Romeo, that she were, oh, that she were an open, etc. Thou a pauper and pear. Good night, Romeo. I'll to my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep in. Come, shall we go?
Go then. But 'tis in vain to seek him here that means not to be found.
They jest at scars that never felt a wound. But stop! What light beyond the window breaks?
It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon who is already sick and pale with grief that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. Oh, be not her maid, for she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, it says nothing. What of that? Her high discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the brightest stars in all of heaven, having some business, to entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars as daylight doth the lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her head? Oh, that I were glove upon that hand, that I may touch that cheek.
I need.
She speaks! Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night being o'er my head as is a winged messenger unto the white, wondering, upturned eyes of mortals that fall upon their backs to gaze on him as he bestrides the lazy, pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
Oh, Romeo. Romeo. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, be but sworn, my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? Is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Yeah. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Oh, Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Come into love and I'll be new baptized, henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man, nothing this miswritten at night, so stonest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, as it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would dare the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo? And a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore the orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee.
With love's light wings did I approach these walls. For stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do, That dares love attempt therefore thy kinsmen are no let to me.
They do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death for all wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundst thou out this place?
Thy love, who first did bid me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as that vast shore washed with the furthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would have made him blush bepaint my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? Yeah. I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word, but if thou swearest, thou mayst prove false. At lovers' perjuries they say Jove laughs. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinks I'm too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse, and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo. But else, not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardst ere I was ware my true love's passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love that the dark night so hath discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed noon I swear that
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by then?
Do not swear at all, or, if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear
Oh,
love...
do not swear! Although I joy in thee, I will have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which doth cease to be, ere one can say it lightens. Oh, sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove to be a beauty's flower when next we meet. Good night, good night. As sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy heart's faithful vow for mine.
I already gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. Lord, I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. Anon, good nurse. Sweet Montague, be true, stay but a little. I will come again.
Oh, blessed night! Come on! I am afeard being in night. All this is but a dream, too flattering, sweet, to be substantial.
3 words. 3 words, dear Romeo, and then good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one that I'll prepare to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt prefer me right, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world. Madam, I come anon, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee. Madam! By and by I come! To cease thy suit, and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Love goes towards love as schoolboys from their books. But love from love, towards school with heavy looks.
Hist! Romeo! Hist! For a falconer's voice to lure this tasseled gentle back again. Bondage's horses and may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where echo lies and make her every tongue more hoarse than mine with repetition of my Romeo's name.
It is my soul that calls upon thy name. How silver speaks on lovers' tongues by night like softest music to intended ears.
Romeo!
My dear,
At what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
at the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here without remembering,
I shall forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
and I'll still stay to have thee still forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone. And yet, no further than a wanton's bird lets it hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and then, with a silk thread, plucks it back again, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
Would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I. Yet, I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Gray-eyed morn smiles on creeping night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. And flecked darkness like a drunkard reels from forth day's path, and Titan's fiery wheel. Now ere the sun advances burning eye, the day to cheer and night's dank dew to dry. I must upfill this osier cage of ours with baleful weeds and precious juice of flowers. The earth, that's nature's mother, is her tomb. What is her burying grave? That is her womb. And from her womb, we children of diverse kind, sucking on her natural bosom find, many for many virtues excellent. None but for some, and yet all different. Oh, mickle is the powerful grace that lies in herbs, plants, stones, and their true qualities. For not so vile upon the earth doth live, but to the earth some special good doth give. Or not so good, but strained from that fair use, revolts from true birth, stumbling on abuse. Virtue itself turns vice, being misapplied, and vice, sometimes by action, dignified. Within the infant rind of this small flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. For this part, being smelt, with that part, cheers each part, being tasted, slays all senses with the heart. Two such opposed kings encamp them still, in man as well as herbs. Grace and rude will, and where the worser is predominant, full soon the king of death eats up that plant.
Good morrow, father! Woo!
Benedicite, when an early done so sweet saluted me. Young son, it argues a distempered head, so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Care keeps his watch in every old man's eye, and where care lodges, sleep will never lie. But where unbruised youth with unstuffed brain doth couch his limbs, there golden sleep doth reign. Therefore thy earliness doth me assure thou art uproused by some distemperature. Or if not so, I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin, was that with Rosalind?
With Rosalind? Oh my God, sweet father, no! I have forgot that name, and that name's Woe.
Oh, that's my good son, but where hast thou been then?
I'll tell thee, ere thou ask me again, I have been feasting with mine enemy. Where on a sudden, one hath wounded me. It's by me wounded, no other remedies within thy help and holy psychic life. I bear no hatred, blessed man. No, my intercession likewise stands by for you.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds, but riddling shrift.
Then plainly know my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine and hers, so hers and southern mine, and all combined, save what thou must combine by a holy marriage. Where and when and how we met, we would make this here to thou. I'll tell you as it passed, but this I pray, and thou couldst to marry us today.
Holy St. Francis, what a change is here! Is Rosaline, whom thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Then young men's love lies truly not in their hearts, but in their eyes. Jesu Maria, what a deal of brine hath washed thy sallow cheeks for Rosaline! So much salt water thrown away in waste to season love that of it doth not taste. The sun not yet thy sighs from heaven clears. Thy old groans still ring yet in my ancient ears. And lo, there upon thy cheek a stain doth sit, that of an old tear that is not washed off yet. If e'er thou wast thyself, then these woes thine. Thou and these woes were all for Rosaline. And art thou changed?
Yeah.
Pronounce this sentence then. Women may fall when there's no strength in men.
Thou tryst me off for loving Rosaline.
For not for doting pupil mine.
And makes me bury love.
Not in a grave to lay one in, another out to have.
Oh, chide me not. She whom I love now doth grace for grace and love for love allow. The other did not so.
She knew well thy love did read by rote, and could not spell. But come, young waverer, come. In this one respect all thy assistant be. For this alliance may so happy prove, to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Oh, let us hence, I did in sudden haste.
Wisely and slow they stumble that run past.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Get me not home tonight.
No, not to his father's. I spoke with his man.
Same pale, hard-hearted wench. And Rosaline. Torments him so that he will sure run mad.
Tybalt, the kinsman of old Capulet, had sent a letter to his father's house.
A challenge? On my life?
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he will answer the letter's master. How he dares. Being dared.
Alas, poor Romeo is already dead. Stabbed with the white wench's black eye, shot through the ear with a love song, the very pin of his heart cleft by the blind bow-boy's butt shaft. Is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
More than Prince of Cats, I can tell you. He's the courageous captain of compliments. He fights as you sing prig song, keeps time, distance, and proportion. Rests me his venom rests. 1, 2, and the third in your bosom! The very butcher of a silk button. A duelist, a duelist. A gentleman of the very first house, of the first and second cause. The immortal Passano, the punto reverso, the height!
The what?
The parts of such antic, lisping, affecting fantasticos. These new tuners of accents. By Jesu, a very good blade, a very tall man, a very good whore. Myself is a lamentable thing, grandsire, that we should be thus afflicted with these strange flies, these fashion mongers, these perdonamis, that stand so much on the new form that they cannot at ease on the old bench. Their bones.
Here comes Romeo. Here comes Romeo.
Oh, that is roe like a dried herring. Flesh, how art thou fishified? Now is he for the numbers that Petrarch flowed in. Lord to his lady was but a kitchen wench. Mary, she had a better lover to berhyme her. Dido a dowdy, Cleopatra a cuckold, Helen and Hero Hildings and harlots. Thisbe a grey Io show, but not to the purpose. Senor Romeo, bonjour. There's a French salutation for your French slop. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you all. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Mercutio, but my business was great. And in such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
Oh, that's as much as say such a case as yours constrains a man to bow in the hand.
Meaning to courtesy?
Oh, that was most kindly hit.
Most courteous exposition.
Nay, I'm very pink of courtesy.
Pink. For flower.
Right. Why then is my pop well flowered?
Well said. Follow me this jest now, till thou hast worn out thy pump. That when the single soul that is worn, the jest may remain after the wearing soul singular.
Oh, single soul just, solely singular for the singleness.
Between us, good Benvolio, my wit's great! Nay, if thy wits from the wild goose chase, I have done. For thou hast more of the wild goose in one of thy wits than I am sure I have in my whole 5. Was I with you there for the goose?
Thou was never with me for anything when thou was not there for the goose.
Why, is not this better now than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable, now art thou Romeo, now art thou what thou art, by art as well as by nature. For this dribbling love is like a great natural that runs lolling up and down to hide his ball.
Stop there.
Thou desirest me to stop in my tail against the hair.
Now wouldst thou have made thy tail large?
Go thou received. I would have made it short. When I reached the whole depth of my tail, it meant indeed to occupy it no longer.
Woo! Here's goodly gear.
A sail!
God ye good morrow, gentlemen.
Oh, God ye good day, fair gentlewoman. Tis no less, for the body and the dial is now upon the prick of noon.
What sort of man are you?
One gentlewoman that God hath made for himself to mar.
Oh, for himself to mar, quotha. Well said. Gentlemen, will one of you tell me where I can find the young Romeo?
Oh, I can tell you, but young Romeo will be older when you found him than he was when
I
you saw him.
am the youngest of that name, thought of a worse.
Oh, you speak well. If you be he, I desire some counsel with you.
She will indict him to some supper.
What
hast thou found?
Whoa, no hair, sir. That's a hair, sir. The length of wine. That's something stale or horn. We spent an old hair horn. An old hair horn is very good meat and length. But a hair that is horn is too much for a score when a horn. Romeo, here come your fathers. Still to dinner.
I will follow you.
Oh, farewell, ancient lady. Oh, farewell. Lady.
Arian, farewell. Who was this gentleman so full of his roguery?
One gentleman that loves to hear himself talk and will speak more in a minute than he will stand to in a month.
And speak a thing against me, and I'll take him down. And I were lustier than he is, and 20 such jacks! Ooh, and if I cannot, I'll find one that can. Scurvy knave. I'm none of his skin flints and his skein mates. And now must stand and let every man use me at his pleasure. God, I am so vexed that every part about me quivers. Scurvy knave. I pray you, sir, a word. Now, my lady made me inquire you out, as I told you. What she made me say, I'll keep it to myself. But first, sir, if you should lead her into a fool's paradise, as they say, 'twere a very gross kind of behavior, for the gentlewoman is young. You deal double with her, though is it very...
Commend me to that lady, mistress, I protest unto thee.
I will tell her as much. She shall be a joyful lady.
What wilt thou tell her, nurse? Thou dost not mark me.
I will tell her, sir, that you do protest, which I take it is a gentlemanlike offer.
Bid her devise a means to shift this afternoon, where she shall, at Friar Lawrence's cell, be shrived and married. Here's for thy pains.
Oh, no, sir, not a penny.
Good, Joyce, so you shall.
Today, sir, she shall be there.
Oh, and stay, good nurse. Behind the abbey wall, within this hour, my man will be with thee, and bring thee cords made like a tackled stair, which to the high-top gallant of my joy must be my convoy in the secret night. Farewell. Be trusty, and I'll quit thy pains. Farewell. Commend me to that lady.
Aye. Oh, sir, I pray you a word.
Say that, nurse.
Is your man true?
Have you not heard say, two shall keep counsel, putting one away?
I warrant thee, nurse, my man is true as steel.
And my lady is as gentle as any in all the world. There is a nobleman about town, one in Paris, who would as fain as lay a knife abroad, but she, fair lady, would rather see a toad, a very toad to Paris. I bother her sometimes and tell her that Paris is the proper gentleman. But when I say so, sir, for she looks as pale as any versal cloud.
Commend me to thy mistress.
Aye, 1,000 times. Peter.
Anon.
She cannot meet him. That is not so. Oh, she is lame! Love's herald should be thoughts which 10 times faster glide than the sun's beams, driving back shadows over lowering hills. Therefore do nimble pinioned doves draw love, and therefore hath the wind swift Cupid wings. Now the sun is upon the highmost hill of this day's journey, and from 9 till 12 it is 3 long hours, yet she has not come. Had she affections and warm youthful blood, she would be as swift in motion as a ball. My words would bandy her to my sweet love, and his to me. But old folk, many feign as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Ah! God, she please help me to stand. Honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Send that man away! Oh. Now, good nurse, why lookst thou sad? Though news be sad, yet tell them merrily. If not, thou shamest the music of such sweet news by playing it to me with so sour a face.
I pray you, give me leave of one. How my bones ache. What a jaunt I have had.
Would thou hadst my bones deny thy news? Nay, come, I pray thee, speak. Good nurse, speak.
What is thy haste? Can you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath? Say to me thou art out of breath! The excuse thou doth make in this delay is longer than the tale thou doth excuse. Is thy news good or bad? Answer to that. Say either, and I'll state the circumstance. Let me be satisfied. Is it good or bad?
Well, one thing is certain. You know not how to pick a man. Not Romeo, no, not he. Though his face is beyond compare, and his leg excels all others. For a hand, and a foot, and a body, though they not be talked on, they are past compare. He is not the flower of courtesy, but I warrant as gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench, serve God. What, hast thou dined at home?
No, but all this did I know before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Oh, my head! Oh, what a head have I! It beats as though it would fall into 20 pieces. And my back, on the other side. Curse you for sending me up and down to catch my death.
Oh, hey. I am sorry thou art not well. Sweet nurse, tell me, what says my love?
Your love says, like a good and a kind and an honest and I warrant a handsome and a virtuous. Where is thy mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she's within. Where should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Your love says like an honest gentleman. Where is your mother?
Come up, what are you so hot? I jest. From now on, do your errands yourself.
You're such a coil. Come, what says Romeo?
Hast thou leave to go to shrift today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell, where waits a husband to make you a bride. Oh, there's the wanton blood up in thy cheeks. Thou shalt blush straight at any rate. I have borne the burden of thy duties, but you shall bear the burden soon at night. Hie you to the cell, all to dinner.
Hie to high fortune, honest nurse. Farewell.
So shine the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chides us not.
Amen, amen. But come with sorrow, cannot countervail the sweet exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight. Do thou but close her hands with holy words, then love, devouring death, do what he dare. It is enough I may but call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die, like fire and powder which as they kiss consume. The sweetest honey is loathsome in its own deliciousness, and in the taste confounds the appetite. Therefore, love moderately. Long love doth so. Too swift arrives, as tardy is too slow. Here comes the lady, oh so light a fit, will ne'er wear out the everlasting flint. The lover may bestride the gossamer that idles in the wanton summer air. So light is vanity.
Good even to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank thee, daughter, for us both.
As much to him, else is his thanks too much.
Juliet, if the measure of thy joy be heat like mine, and thy skill be more to blaze in it than sweeten with thy breath the neighbor air and bold imagine happiness that both perceive in either by this dear encounter.
Conceit, more rich in matter than in words, brags of a substance, not of ornament. They are but beggars that can count their worth. But my true love is grown to such excess, I cannot sum up half my wealth.
Come with me, and we will make short work. For by your leaves, you shall not be alone, till Holy Church incorporate two in one.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the Capulets abroad, and if we meet, we shall not escape a brawl. For now, these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Thou art like one of those fellows that when he enters the confines of a tavern, claps me a sword upon the table and says, God send me no need of thee. And by the operation of the second cup, draws it on the drawer, when indeed there is no need.
Am I like such a fellow?
Come, thou art as hot to Jack and I mood as any in Italy. As soon moved to be moody, as soon moody to be moved.
And what two?
Nay, never two such. You would have none shortly, for one would kill the other. Thou. Thou wilt quarrel with a man that had the hair more or a hair less in his beard than thou hast. Thou wilt quarrel with a man for cracking nuts, having no other reason, but because thou hast hazel eyes. What eye but such an eye would spy out such a quarrel? Thy head is as full of quarrels as an egg is full of meat. And yet thy head has been beaten as Alice an egg for quarreling. Thou wilt quarrel with the man for coughing in the streets because he hath awakened thy dog that hath laid asleep in the sun. Dost thou not fall out with the tailor for wearing his new doublet before Easter, with another for tying his new shoe with old ribbons, and yet thou wilt tutor me from quarreling?
And if I were so apt to quarrel as thou art, any man could buy the fee simple of my life for an hour and a quarter.
The fee simple, oh simple.
By my head, here come the Capulets.
By my heel I care not.
Follow me close, for I will speak to them. Gentlemen, good den. A word with one of you?
And but one word with one of us? Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir, and you will give me occasion.
We do not take some occasion without giving.
Mercutio! Thou consortst with Romeo.
Consort? What, dost thou make minstrels of us? And thou make minstrels of us? Look to hear nothing but discords. Here's my fiddlestick. Here's that shall make you dance. Zoom's consort.
We speak here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw unto some private place and reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure, I.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man.
But I'll be hanged, sir, if you wear your livery. Marry go before to field, he'll follow you. Your worship in that sense may call him man.
Romeo! The hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain!
Tybalt, the reason I have loved thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none. Therefore, farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy! This shall not excuse the injuries thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise till thou shalt know the reason of my love, and so, good Capulet, which name I tender, as dearly as my own. Be satisfied.
Calm, dishonorable, vile submission! Tybalt! You rat catcher! Will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives, that I plan to make bold withal, and you shall use me hereafter, dry beat the rest of the 8. Will you pluck your sword from his pitcher by the ears? Make haste, lest mine be at yours ere it be out.
I'm for you.
Gentle Mercutio, put that rapier up.
Come, sir, your passado. I think this is yours.
Gentlemen, for shame! Prepare this outrage!
Out of the way, boy!
Whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hey!
You go and have nothing.
What, it now hurts?
Scratch. There. Just enough. There's the page. Go, villain, fetch a surgeon.
Courage, man, the hurt cannot be much.
No, it's not so deep a well or as wide a church door, but 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow and you shall find me a grave man. Peppered, I point, for this world. A plague of both your houses. Oh, zoons. A dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat. To scratch a man to death. A braggart, a rogue, a villain that fights by the book of arithmetic.
Whoa, hey.
Why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I settled for the best.
Help me, Mr. Mouse. A plague of both your houses. Serve you too. May worms be of me. Romeo! Mercutio's dead!
You untimely here and scar the eye! This day's black fate and more days doth repent. This but begins the woe others must end.
Here comes the fierce Sybil back again.
I've been trying for Mercutio slain. Away to heaven respective lenity, and fire I'd fear be my conduct now! Temple! Take the villain back again which they now gave me! For Mercutio's soul has but a little ways above our head, save for thine to keep him company! Either thou or I, or both must go with them!
Thou wretched boy! That didst get swords in here shall with their hands!
We shall determine that!
Thou art taken, hence be gone away.
Oh, I am wonderful.
Then why dost stay?
Where are the vile beginners of this fray?
O noble prince, I can discover all. The unlucky manage of this fatal brawl. Here lies the man slain by young Romeo, that slew thy kinsman. Brave Mercutio.
Oh, my cousin! Oh, my brother's child! Princess! Oh, cousin! Oh, the blood is spilled! Oh, my dear kinsman! Princess, thou art true! For blood of Orpheus, blood of Montague!
No! Benvolio, who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt here slain! Whom Romeo's hand did slay. Romeo that spoke him fair, bade him to bethink. How nice the quarrel was, urged withal your high displeasure. All this uttered with calm breath, gentle look, knees humbly bowed, could not take truce with the unruly spleen of Tybalt deft a peace. That he tilts his piercing steel at bold Mercutio's breath, who, all is hot, turns deadly point to point, and with the martial scorn with one hand beats cold death aside, and with the other sends it back to Tybalt, whose dexterity retorts it. Romeo cries aloud, "Hold! Friends! Friends, part!" Swifter than his tongue, his agile arm beats down their fatal points, and twixt them he rushes. Underneath whose arm an envious thrust of Tybalt hit the life of stout Mercutio! And then Tybalt fled! But by and by he comes back to Romeo, who newly entertained revenge. To it they go like lightning before ere I could draw to part them. Stout Tybalt was slain, and as he fell, did Romeo turn and fly. This is the truth!
He is a kinsman to the Montague. His affection makes him false. He speaks not true. Some 20 of them fought in his black strife, and all those 20 could kill but one life. I beg for justice. Which princess must give? Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio, who now the price of his dear blood doth owe.
Not Romeo, dear princess, he was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes, but what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
You are a backward fox.
You, sir, know
Thou
not
knows
what you
nothing.
think of the people.
I'll beat thee,
It's
but I'll
black
back to my
eyes.
And for that offense, immediately do we exile him hence. I have an interest in your hate's proceedings. My blood for your rude brawl stop lying bleeding! But I'll immerse you with so strong a fine that you all shall repent the loss of mine. I will be deaf to bleeding and excuses, nor tears nor prayers shall purchase out abuses, therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he's found that hour is his last. Bear hence this body and attend our will. Mercy, but murders, pardoning those who kill.
Love perform unite, that runaways' eyes may wink, and Romeo leap to these arms untalked of and unseen. Lovers can see to do their amorous rites by their own beauties, or, if love be blind, it best agrees with night. Come, civil knight, thou sober-suited matron all in black, and learn me how to lose a winning match play for a pair of stainless maidenhoods. Hood my unmanned blood bathing in my cheeks with thy black mantle, till strange love, grown bold, think true love acted simple modesty. Come, gentle knight, come, loving, black-browed knight, for thou will lie upon the wings of night whiter than new snow on a raven's back. I have bought the mansion of a love, but not possessed it, and, though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. So tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival to an impatient child who hath new robes, but may not wear them. Here comes my nurse, and she brings news, and every tongue that speaks but Romeo's name speaks heavenly eloquence. Ay me, what news? Why dost thou wring thy hands?
We are undone, lady, we're undone. He's gone, he's dead, he's killed.
Can heaven be so envious?
Heaven cannot, but Romeo can. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, who would have thought it? Romeo.
Devil art thou that dost torment me thus? This torture should be roared in dismal hell. Hath Romeo slain himself? Say thou but I, and that bare foul eye shall poison more than the death-darting eye of cockatrice. I am not I, if there be such an eye, or those eyes shut that make the answer I. If he be slain, say I, or if not, no brief sounds determine of my weal or woe.
I saw the mark upon his manly chest. God save the wound. A corse, a bloody corse, pale as ashes, and all bedaubed in blood, gore blood. Oh, I swooned at the sight.
Break my heart, poor bankrupt, break at once. To prison, Eisner, look on liberty. Oh, vile earth to earth resign, end motion here, and thou and Romeo press one heavy bear.
Tybalt, oh, Tybalt, gentleman, best friend that ever I had. I would live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered and Tybalt dead? My dear beloved cousin and my dearer lord. Oh, dreadful trumpet sound the general doom, for who is living if those two are gone?
Tybalt is gone, and Romeo banished. Romeo that killed him, he is banished.
Oh God. Did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did. Alack, the day it did.
Oh, serpent heart, hid with a flowering face, did ever dragon keep so fair a cave? Beautiful tyrant, fiend, angelical, dove-feathered raven, wolvish, ravening lamb, despised substance of divine show, just opposite of what thou justly seemst a damned saint and honorable villain. Oh, nature, what hast thou to do in hell, when thou didst devour the spirit of a fiend in moral paradise of such sweet flesh? Was ever book on such vile matters so fairly bound?
There's no honor, there's no trust, no faith in men. All forsworn, all dissemblers. Where is my cure? Give me some aquavitae. These trials, these woes, these sorrows, they make me old. Shame come to Romeo.
Blistered be thy tongue for such a wish, for he was not born to shame. Upon his brow shame is a shame to sit, for 'tis a throne where honor shall be crowned sole monarch of the universal earth. What a beast I was to chide at him!
Would you speak well of he who killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Oh, poor my lord, what tongue shall smooth thy name, when I, thy 3 hours wife, have mangled it? Wherefore, villain, did thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. Back, foolish tears, back to your native spring. Your tributary drops belong to a which you, mistaking, offer up to joy. My husband lives, that Tybalt would have slain. And Tybalt's dead, that would have slain my husband. All this is comfort. Wherefore we by then, some word there was, worser than Tybalt's death that murdered me, I would forget it fain. But oh, it presses to my memory like damned guilty deeds to sinners' minds. Tybalt's dead, and Romeo banished. Banish. That one word, banish, should have played 10,000 Tybalts. Tybalt's death would have been woe enough if it had ended there. Or if sour woe delights in fellowship and neatly will be ranked with other griefs. Why followed not when she said Tybalt's dead? Thy father or thy mother, nay, or both. What modern lamentations might have moved? But with a rare mourn following Tybalt's dead. Romeo is banished. Speak that word. His father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo is banished. There is no end, no limit, measure bound to that word's death. No words can that woe sound. Where is my father and my mother nurse?
Weeping and wailing o'er Tybalt's corse. Will you go to them? I will take you thither.
Wash they his wounds with their tears. Mine shall be spent while theirs are dry for Romeo's banishment.
Hie you to your chamber. I will find Romeo to comfort you. I wot well where he is. Hark, you. Romeo will be here at night. He is hid at Friar Lawrence's cell.
Find him. Give this ring to my true knight, and bid him come to take his last farewell.
Fearful man, affliction is enamored of thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity.
Father, what news? What is the princess doom? What sorrow craves acquaintance in my hand that I know not?
Too familiar is our dear son with such sour company. I bring thee tidings of the princess's doom.
What less than doomsday is the princess's doom?
A gentler judgment vanished from her lips, not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment? Nay, be merciful, say death. For exile hath more terror, and is like much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Yea, from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona's walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Its banishment is banished from the world, and world's exile is death, and banishment is death of his term. Calling that banishment, I press my head off with a golden axe and smiles upon the stroke that murders me.
O deadly sin! O rude ungratefulness! Thy fault the law calls death. But the kind princess, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law, and turned that black word death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
Please torture and not mercy. Heaven is here, where Juliet lives. And every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing live here in heaven and may look on her. But Romeo may not. More validity, more honorable state, more courtship lives in carrion flies than Romeo. They may seize on the white wonder of dear Juliet's hand and steal immortal blessings from her lips, who even in pure and rusted modesty still blush as thinking their own kiss of sin. But Romeo may not. Flies, they do this, but I from this must fly. They are free men, but I am banished. And sayest thou yet that exile is not done? Hast thou no poison mixed, no shotgun necklace, so to me no just hands of me is banished to kill me? Banished in a fire! The damage used that word now. Howlings attended. And how is thou the heart, being a divine, a ghostly confessor, a sin absolver, and my friend confessed to mingle me with that Durham Madison?
Thou fond madman, let me but speak a word.
Speak more abandonment.
No, I will give the armor to keep off that word. Adversity's sweet milk, philosophy, to comfort thee, though thou art banished.
Get banished. Hang up philosophy. And as philosophy can make a Juliet, displace a town, reverse a princess's doom, and outside of prevails not speak no more.
Oh, then I see that madmen have no ears.
King of the white and have no eyes.
Let me speak with thee,
Thou
thy
dost not
estate.
speak, and what thou dost not feel. What thou as young as I, Juliet thou love, an hour married, tippled murder, don't like me, and like me banished, that makes thou speak. That makes thou tear thy hair as I do now and fall upon the ground, naked the pressure of an unmade grave.
One knocks, Romeo, arise!
It is not I, unless the breath of heartsy groans, mist-like, enfold me from the search of eyes.
Hark how they knock! Who's there? Get thee gone, thou wilt be taken by and by! Hide thee in thy cell! God's will, what simpleness is this? Whence comest thou? What's your will? What have thou?
Let me in, and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome.
Oh, friar, holy friar, where is my lady's lord? Where's Romeo?
There upon the ground with his own tears made drunk.
He is even in my mistress's in her very case, weeping and blubbering and weeping. Stand up! Stand up and be a man, for Juliet's sake. Stand up. Why must you fall into such an O? Oh. Ah, sir, death's the end of all.
Speakest thou of Juliet? How is with her? Thou shalt think me no murder, and I have stained the childhood of our joy with blood but little from her own. Where is she? And how doth she? And what says my concealed lady of our cancelled love?
She says nothing, but falls and weeps, and then starts up again and on Tybalt cries and calls for Romeo and down on her bed again.
As if that name shot from the deadly level of a gunted murderer, as that name's cursed hand murdered her kinsman. Oh, tell me, friar, tell me. And what foul part of this anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me, that I may suck the hateful mention.
Hold thy desperate hand! Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art. Thy tears are womanish. Thy wild acts are the seeming actions of a beast. Unseemly woman and seeming man, or ill-beseeming beast, both. Thou hast amazed me. I thought thy disposition better tempered. Wilt thou slay thyself? Thou hast slayed Tybalt, and wilt thou kill the love that lives in thee? Why railest thou on thy birth, heaven and earth? Since birth, heaven, and earth, all three do live in thee at once, and thou at once would lose! Thy shamest, thy shape, thy love, thy wit. Would like a usurer aboundest in all, and useth none in that true use indeed, which should bedeck thy shape, thy love, thy wit. Thy shape is as a form of wax, digressing from the valor of a man. Thy sworn love but hollow perjury, killing that love thou vowed to cherish. Thy wit, that ornament to shape and love, misshapen in the misconduct of them both. like powder in a skitless soldier's flask, set ablaze by thine own ignorance, and thou dismembered in thine own self-defense. What? Rouse thee, man, that Juliet is alive, for whose love thou wast but lately dead. There thou art happy. Tybalt would slay thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There thou art happy too. The law that threatens death becomes thy friend and turns to exile. There thou art happy. A pack of blessings light upon thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array, but thou, like a sullen and misbehaved wretch, poutest on thy fortune and thy love. Take heed, for such die miserable. Go to thy love as was decreed. Ascend her chamber, comfort her. But do not be gone till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt stay for a time, till we can blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the princess, and bring thee back with 1,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go, nurse, commend me to thy lady. Bid her to hasten all the house to bed, that with heavy sorrow they are most apt unto. Romeo is coming.
I would have stayed all night to hear such good counsel. What learning is. I will tell her you will come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Here, sir, it's a ring she bid me gave you. Hie you hence, it's very late.
Oh, my comfort is revived by this.
Knight, go hence. Here's all your state. Do not go till the watch be set, or at break of day, in disguise to go from hence. Sojourn to Mantua. I'll find out your man, and he shall, from time to time, signify any good hap that may chance here. Give me thy hand, 'tis late. Good night. Farewell.
grievously sorry to hear of Tybalt's demise. Come, cry upon my very manly shoulder. Yes, shed your salts of sorrow upon my lord, my lady.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily that we have had no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly. And so did I. Well, we were born to die.
Indeed.
'Tis very late. She'll not come down tonight. I promise you, but for your company, I would have been abed an hour ago.
Yes, these times of woe afford no time to woo. My lady, a good night, and commend me to your daughter.
I will, and know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she's mewed up in her heaviness.
Oh, yes. My lord, okay.
Sir Paris! I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled, in all respects, by me. Nay, more, I doubt it not.
Oh.
Wife, go you to her ere you go to bed. Acquaint her here of my son Paris's love, and bid her, mark you me, on Wednesday next.
Yes.
But soft, what day is this?
A Monday, my lord.
Monday?
Yes!
Oh, well, Wednesday is too soon.
No, Wednesday's perfect. I love Wednesday.
Thursday, let it be.
Yes, that's good.
Oh, Thursday, tell her she shall be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste?
We'll keep no great ado, a friend or two. For hark you, Tybalt being slain so late, it may be thought we held him carelessly, being our kinsman if we rebel much. Therefore we'll have some half a dozen friends, and there an end. But what say you to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Well, get you gone. Oh, Thursday be it then. Go you to Juliet's ere you go to bed. Prepare her wife against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord. Lights in my chamber, oh, afford me! Oh, so very, very late that we may call it early by and by. Good night.
nightingale, not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. Night's candles have burnt out, and jocund day stands tiptoe on the misty mountain tops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight. It is some meteor that the sun exhales to be to thee a torchbearer this night, and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore, stay yet. Thou needst not to be gone.
Oh, let me be ta'en. Let me be put to death. I am content. So thou wilt have it so, I'll say. Yon grave at the morning's eye, 'tis but the pale reflex of Cynthia's brow, nor that is not the lark whose notes to beat the vaulty heaven so high above our head. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is my sweet? Let's talk. It is not day.
It is. Hie hence, be gone away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune with her harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division, but this doth not so, for she divideth us. Some say the lark and loathed toad change eyes. Now I would they had changed voices too, since arm from arm that voice doth us affray, hunting thee hence with hunts up to the day. Now be gone, more light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam,
Nurse?
your lady mother comes to your chamber. Dawn is broke. Be wary. Look about.
Then window, let day in and let life out.
One kiss and all depart. Farewell.
Oh,
Farewell.
Think thou we shall ever meet again.
I doubt it not. And these woes shall serve as sweet discourses in our time to come.
Oh God, I have an ill-divining soul. Methinks I see thee now thou art below as one dead in the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails or thou lookest pale.
And trust me, love, in my eyes, so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Do.
fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what hast thou to do with him that is renowned for fame? Oh, be fickle, fortune, for then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back.
Ho, daughter, are you up?
Who is it that calls? Is it my lady mother? Is she down so late or up so early? What unaccustomed cause procures her hither?
How now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death. But wilt thou wash him from his grave with your tears? As if thou couldst not make him live. Therefore be done. Some show of grief shows much love, but too much grief shows some want of wit.
Yet let me weep for feeling such a loss.
So shall you feel the loss, but not for the friend of which you weep for.
Feeling so the loss cannot choose but ever weep the friend.
Well, girl, thou weepst not so much for his death, but for that villain lives which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo.
Villain, and he be many miles asunder. God pardon him, I do so with all my heart. And yet no man like he doth grieve my heart.
It's because a traitor and murderer lives.
Ay, madam, from the reach of these my hands would none but I might venge my cousin's death.
We shall have vengeance for it, fear thou not. Weep no more. I'll send to one in Mantua where that same banished renegade doth live, and shall give him such an unaccustomed dram. He shall soon keep Tybalt company, and then I hope thou wilt be satisfied.
Indeed, I will not be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him dead. Is my poor heart for a kinsman vexed? Madam, if you could find but a man to bear a poison, I would temper it that Romeo should, upon receipt thereof, soon sleep in quiet. It abhors my heart to hear him named, and cannot come to him to reap the love I bore my cousin upon his body that slaughtered him.
Show me the means, and I'll find a man. But now I get thee joyful tidings, girl.
When joy comes well in such a needy time, what are they, I beseech your ladyship?
Well, alas, a careful father, wonder to put thee from thy heaviness, have come up with a sudden day of joy that thou expectest not, nor I look not for it.
Madam, in happy time, what day is that?
Mary, my child, early Thursday morn, the gallant, young, noble gentleman, the county parish at St. Peter's Church shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
By St. Peter's Church and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride! I wonder at this haste I must be wed, ere he that should be husband comes to woo. I pray thee, tell my lord and father, madam, that I will not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. Oh, these are news indeed.
Hi! Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself and see how he takes it.
When the sun sets, the air doth drizzle dew. But for the sunset of my brother's son, it rains downright. How now? A conduit girl? What, still in tears, evermore showering? In one little body thou counterfeit'st a bark, a sea, a wind. For still thy eyes, which I may call the sea, do ebb and flow with tears. The bark thy body is, sailing in this salt flood. The winds thy sighs, who, raging with thy tears, and they with them, without a sudden calm, will overset thy tempest-tossed body. How now, wife? Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will none. She gives you thanks. I would have fully married to her grave.
Soft. Take me with you. Take me with you, wife. How will she none? Doth she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Doth she not count her blessed? Unworthy as she is, that we have wrought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful for hate. That is meant love.
How now, chop logic? What is this? Proud and I thank you, and I thank you not, and yet not proud? Mistress minion you. Thank me no thankings, nor proud me no prouds, but fiddle your fine joints 'gainst Thursday next.
to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee on a hurdle thither. Out, you green sickness, carry on. Out, you baggage, you tallow face.
Fie! What art thou mad?
Good father, I beseech you on my knees, hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage, disobedient wretch. I tell thee what, get thee to church o' Thursday, or never after look me in the face.
Father!
Speak not, reply not, do not answer me.
No.
My fingers itch.
Wife,
We scarce thought us blessed that God had lent us but this only child.
but now I see that this one is too much,
And that we have a curse in having her.
God in
out
heaven,
on her, Hildy!
God in heaven, bless her. You are to rate, my lord, to rate her so.
And why, my lady Wisdom? Hold your tongue, good Prudence. Smatter with your gossips. Go!
I speak no treason.
Oh, God, ye got it!
May not one speak.
Peace, you mumbling fool!
Utter your gravity or a gossip's bowl, for here we need it not.
You are too hot.
Oh, God's bread, it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play, alone, and company. Still, my care hath been to have her matched. And having now provided a gentleman of noble parentage, of fair domain, youthful and nobly trained, stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, proportioned as one's thought would wish a man. And then, to have a wretched, puling fool, a whining mammet, in her fortune's tender, to answer, I'll not wed, I cannot love, I am too young, I pray you pardon me. But, as you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will, you shall not house with me. Look to it, think on it. I do not use to jest. Thursday is near. Lay hand on heart, advise. And you be mine. I'll give you to my friend. And you be not. Hang, beg, starve, die in the streets. For by my soul, I'll ne'er acknowledge thee. Nor what is mine shall never do thee good. Trust to it. Bethink you. I'll not be forsworn.
Is there no pity in the cloud that sees to the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage a month, a week, or if you do not, then make the bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies. Speak not to me, for I'll not say a word. Do as thou wilt, for I'm done with thee. Oh, God! Oh, nurse! What shall be done to prevent this? My husband is on earth, my faith in heaven. How shall that faith return to earth again, unless that husband sends it to me from heaven by leaving earth? Oh, comfort me, counsel me. Alack, that heaven should practice stratagems upon so soft a subject as myself. What sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy?
Aye, here it is. Romeo is banished, and by no means comes back to challenge you, except if myself. Thereby, the situation standing as it now doth, I think it best you marry with the county. He's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a dishclout to him, and an eagle, madam, hath not so fair, so bright, so green an eye as Paris hath. Beshrew my heart. I think you are better suited in the second match than in your first, for your first were dead, or were as good as, with you living here, and he of no use to you.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And from my soul, too, or else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in. Tell my lady I am gone, having displeased my father to Lauren's cell, to make confession and to be absolved.
I will, and this is wisely done.
O ancient damnation, almost wicked fiend! Is it more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my lord with that same tongue she hath praised him with beyond compare so many thousand times? Go, counselor! Thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the friar to know his remedy. And if all else fails, myself have power to die.
Good father, Holy Friar, will you give consent to marry myself to the beautiful Juliet come Thursday?
On Thursday, sir.
Yeah.
The time is very short.
But my father, Capulet would have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course. I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talked of love, for Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she doth give her sorrows so much sway, and in his wisdom hastes our marriage to stop the inundation of her tears, which, too much minded by herself alone, and may be put from her by society.
And would I knew not why it should be slowed.
So what say you? Will you give consent to marry myself to the lovely Juliet?
Sir, here comes the lady towards myself.
Ah, happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
What may be must be, love, on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
That's a certain text.
Right, come you to make confession to this father.
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Right, do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
So will ye? I am sure that you love me.
If I do so, it will be more of a price being spoke behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul. Thy face is much abused with tears.
The tears have got small victory by that, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrong'st it. More than tears with that report.
That is no slander, sir, which is a truth, and what I spake it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
It may be so, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure now, Holy Father, or shall I come to you at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. Sir, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield, I shall disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early will I rouse ye. Until then, adieu. And keep this holy kiss. Yeah. Shut the
Juliet, I already know thy grief. Estrange me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it, on Thursday next be married to this county.
Tell me not, friar, that thou hearest of this, unless thou may tell me how I shall prevent it. Or if in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, then do call my resolution wise, and with this knife I'll help it presently.
Hold then, daughter, hold. For I do spy a kind of hope which craves as desperate an execution, as that is desperate which we would prevent. If rather than to marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to kill thyself, then it is likely thou wouldst undertake a thing like death to chide away this shame, that copes with death himself, to escape from it. If thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Bid me leap rather than marry Paris from the battlements of yonder tower, or walk in thievish ways, or bid me lurk where serpents are, chain me with roaring bears, or shut me nightly in a charnel house, or covered with dead men's rattling bones, with reeky shanks and yellow chapless skulls, or bid me go into a new-made grave and hide me with a dead man in his shroud. Things that, to hear them told, have made me tremble. And I will do it without fear or doubt, to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold then, daughter. Go hence. Be married. Give consent to marry Paris. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow night, look thou lie alone. Do not let thy nurse lie in thy chamber with me. Take thou this vial. Being thou in bed, drink this distilled liquor off. For presently, through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor. No pulse shall keep his native progress, but surcease. The roses on thy lips and cheeks shall fade to pally ashes. The windows of thy eyes shall fall like death when he shuts up the day of life. Each part, deprived of supple government, shall stiff and stark and cold appear like death. And in this likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now in the morning, when the bridegroom comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there thou art dead. Now, as the manner of the country is, in thy best robes, uncovered on the bier, thou shalt be borne to that same vault where all the Capulets lie. Meantime, against thou shalt relate, Romeo, by my letters, shall know our drift, and hither shall he come. And he and I will watch thy way. That very night shall he take thee to Mantua, and free thee from this pleasant shame, if no inconstant toy or wanton fear abate the valor in the acting it.
Give me, oh, tell me not of fear.
Hold then, daughter. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. Go hence. I'll send a friar, with speed, with letters, to Mantua for thy lord.
Love, give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Dear Father, farewell. Are best. But, gentle nurse, I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which, well thou knowest, is cross and full of sin.
What? Were you busy? How long need you my help?
No, madam. We have called such necessaries as we will for our state tomorrow. So please you, now let me be left alone, and let the nurse this night sit up with you, for I am sure you have your hands full all of this so sudden business.
Good night. Get thy rest, you shall need it.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again.
「
faint, cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. I will call him back again to comfort me. Nurse! What did she do here? My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Come, vial. But if this mixture do not work at all, shall I then be married tomorrow morning? No. No, this shall forbid it. My Valverde. How if, when I'm laid into the tomb, I wake before the time Romeo comes to redeem me? That is a fearful point. Shall I not be stifled in a vault whose foul mouth no healthsome air breathes in, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Or if I live, is it not very like the horrible conceit of death and night, together with the terror of the place, as in a vault, an ancient receptacle where for these many hundred years the bones of my ancient ancestors are packed, where bloody Tybalt, yet but green in earth, lies festering in a shroud? Or as they say, some hours of the night, spirits resort. Alack, is it not like that I, so early waking, with loathsome smells and shrieks like the mandrakes torn out of the earth, that living mortals hearing them run mad? Oh, if I wake, shall I not be distraught, environed with all these hideous fears? Romeo, I come. This do I drink to thee.
What, lady? What, lamb? What, Juliet? Fast she is, abhorrent. What, bride? What love? Fie, you slug of bed. Take your rest, sleep a week. I'm certain the county has set up his rest, that ye shall get but little. God, Marion, farewell. How sound she is asleep. Must wake her. Lady, 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 let the county come and take you in your bed. That will fry you up in faith. But in your clothes and up and down again, I must wake you. Lady. Lady. Oh, my lord! My lady!
What noise is there?
Look, oh, happy day!
Oh, me, my life, my only child! Revive, look up, or I shall die with thee! Oh, help,
Oh, for shame! Bring Juliet forth, our Lord has come.
She's dead. She's deceased. She's dead.
She's dead.
Let me see her. Alas, she's cold. Her blood is settled and her joints are stiff. Life and these lips have long been separated. Death lies upon her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field. Oh, death that hath ta'en her hence to make me wail, ties up my tongue and will not let me speak.
Come, is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. Oh, son,
Death hath lain with thy wife. There she lies, flower as she was, deflowered by him. Death is my son-in-law, death is my heir. My daughter he hath wedded. I will die and leave him all, life, living, all is death.
Long have I thought to see this morning's face, and doth it give me such a sight as this?
Cursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day! Most miserable hour that time ever saw, lasting labor of his pilgrimage. But one poor loving child. But one thing to rejoice in solace in cruel death hath captured from my sight.
Sir, go you in. And madam, go with him. And Sir Paris, and everyone, go. Prepare to follow this fair corpse unto her grave.
If I can trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. My bosom lord sits lightly in his throne, and all this day some unaccustomed spirit sweeps me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamed my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream to give a dead man leave to think. She breathed such life with kisses in my lips that I revived, and was an emperor. Oh me, how sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadow is so rich in joy. And it was from Verona. How now, Balthazar, dost thou not bring me letters from the fire? And Rosmation, is that possible? How doth my lady that I ask if nothing can be ill, if she be well?
And she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, and her mortal part with angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's fold, and presently took post to tell it to you. Pardon for bringing these ill news, since you did bring it from our officer, sir.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars. Thou knowest my place of lodging. Fetch me paper and ink and hard posters, as I will hence tonight.
I do beseech you, sir, have patience.
Leave me,
and
and do the thing I bid thee do. Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar?
No, my lord.
No matter. Get thee gone. And hire those horses. I will be with thee straight. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight.
Holy Franciscan friar, Brother Ho!
The voice of Friar John, welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo? Or if his mind be writ, give me his letter.
Going to get a barefoot brother out, one of our order to associate me, here in the city, visiting the sick and finding him. The searchers of the town, suspecting that we both were in a house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors and will not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua there was stayed.
Who bore my letter then to Romeo?
I could not send it. Here it is again, nor get a messenger to bring it thee. So fearful were they of infection.
By my holy order, the letter was not nice, but full of charge of dear import, and the neglecting of it made too much danger. Friar John, go hence and fetch an iron crow and bring it straight into my cell.
Brother, I'll go and bring it thee.
No, I must to the monument alone. Oh, within these 3 hours, fair Juliet will awake. Oh, she will beshrew me much. Romeo hath no knowledge of these accidents. I'll ride again to Mantua, and keep her closely at my cell, till Romeo comes. Oh, poor living corpse, closed in a dead man's tomb.
Give me thy torch, boy, hence, and stand aloof. Ah! Let's put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yonder yew trees lay thee all along, holding thine ear to the hollow ground, so that no foot upon the churchyard tread, being loose, unfirm with the digging up of graves. But thou shalt hear it. Whistle then to me as a signal that something doth approach. Give me those flowers! Do as I bid thee. Go!
I'm almost afraid to sit alone here in the churchyard. But I will avenge.
Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh, woe! Thy canopy is dust and stone, with which sweet water nightly will I dew, or, wanting that, with tears distilled by moans. These are the obsequies that I to thee will keep, to strew thy grave. And weep. Why do you see something doth approach? What cursed but wanders this way tonight? Cross my obsequies and true love's right. What? With a torch? Oh, muffle me night a while. Yes, over here.
Hold. Take thou this letter. Early in the morning see thou deliver it to my lord and father. Give me the light. By thy life, I charge thee, whatever thou seest or hearest, stand all aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course. Why I descend into this bed of death is partly to behold my lady's face, but mainly to take thence from her dead finger a precious ring, a ring that I must use in dear employment. Therefore, hence. Be gone! But if thou jealous dost return to prime, what I further shall intend to do, by heaven, I will tear thee joint by joint, and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs. The time and my intent are savage wild, more fierce and more inexorable far than empty tigers or the roaring sea.
I will be gone, sir, and not trouble you.
So shalt thou show me friendship. Take thou that. Live and be prosperous. And farewell, good fellow.
For all the same, I'll hide me here about. His looks I fear is intense, I doubt.
Ah, detestable maw, thou womb of death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth. Thus, I enforce thy rotting jaws to open, and in despite, I'll crown thee with more food.
This is that same banished haughty Montague that murdered my true love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair creature died. I will apprehend him. Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague! Can vengeance be pursued farther than death? condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey, and go with me, for thou must die.
Indeed I must, and therefore came I hither. Good, gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and leave me. Think upon these gone, and let them fret thee. I beseech thee, youth, put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury.
Wait!
Oh, be gone! By heaven, I do love thee better than myself, as I came hither armed against myself. Say not, be gone, live, and hereafter say a madman's mercy bade thee run away.
I do defy thy conjurations, and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Oh Lord, they fight. I will go call the watch.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at me, boy.
I am slain. If thou be merciful, open the tomb and lay me with Juliet.
In faith, I will. Oh, my love, my wife. Death that hath sucked the honey of thy lips hath had no power upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign yet is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Tybalt, art thou there in that bloody sheet? Oh, what more favor can I do to thee than with that hand that cut thy youth in twain to sunder his that was thine enemy? Forgive me, cousin. Oh, Juliet, how art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that insubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear of that, I still will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I remain, with worms that are thy chambermaids. Here will I set up my place of everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from this world-wearied flesh. Eyes, look here last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh, you, the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss a dateless bargain to engross me death. Come,
bitter conduct. Come, unsavory guide, thou desperate pilot, now at once rush on the dashing rocks, thy seasick weary bark. Here's to my love. Oh, true apothecary. Thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
Francis be my speed, how often night have my old feet stumbled at graves. Who's there?
Here's one, a friend, and one that knows you well.
Blessed be upon you, but tell me, my good friend, what torch is yon that vainly lends his light to grubs and eyeless skulls? As I discern, it burneth in the capel's monument.
It doth so, holy sir, and there's my master, one that you love.
Who is?
Romeo.
How long hath he been there?
A full half an hour.
Go with me to the vault.
I dare not, sir.
Stay then, I'll go alone. Fear comes upon me, and much fear too. Some unlucky thing. Alack, alack! What blood is this that stains the stony entrance of this sepulchre? What mean these masterless and gory swords that lie discolored in this place of peace? Romeo! Romeo. They're pale. Who else? In Paris too? And steeped in blood. What unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance? The lady stirs.
Oh, comfortable friar. Where is my lord? I know well where I should be, and there I am. Where's my Romeo?
Who goes there?
I hear a noise. Lady, come away from this place of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A power greater than ourselves hath thwarted our intents. There lies thy love, and Paris too dead. I'll dispose of thee in a sisterhood of holy nuns. Stay not to question. The watch is come, and go with me, good Juliet.
Oh, get thee hence, for I will not away!
I can no longer stay.
Halt!
What's this? A vial closed in my true love's hand. Poison. I see hath been his timeless end. True! Drunk all and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison doth hang on them to make time for the restoring. My lips are warm.
Lead, boy, which way?
Yea, noise? And I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger, this is thy sheath.
This is the place where the torch doctrine.
What misadventure is so early up that calls our person from our morning's rest?
What should it be that they so shriek abroad?
The people in the street cry Romeo, some Paris and some Juliet, and all run with open outcry towards our monument.
No!
fears this which startles in our ears?
Sovereign, here lies the county fair slain. Romeo dead. And Juliet dead before, but warm and you killed.
Search, seek, and know how this foul murder comes.
Heavens, O wife! Look how our daughter bleeds! This dagger hath misstayed! For lo, his house is empty on the bank of Montague, and it missheathed in my daughter's bosom.
Oh me, the sight of death is as a bell that warns my old age to the sepulchre.
Who goes there?
Come, my lady, for thou art early up to see thy son and heir more early down.
My liege, my love is dead tonight. Grief of our son's exile hath stopped his breath. What further woes conspire against mine age?
Look, and thou shalt see.
O thou untaught! What manner is in this? To press before thy father to a grave!
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while till we can clear these ambiguities and know their spring, their head, their true descent. And then will I be general of your woes and lead you even to death. Meantime, forbear. Let mischance be slave to patience. Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
I am the greatest and able to do least, and yet the most suspected. As the time and place doth set against me this direful murder, I stand here both to impeach and purge, myself condemned, myself excused.
Then say at once what thou dost know in this.
I shall be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as a tedious tale. Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet, and she there dead, Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, for whose untimely death Juliet pined. She, you, to remove this siege of grief from her, betrothed and would have married her perforce to County Paris. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks bids me to devise some means to rid her of this second marriage. So gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took to effect that it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime writ I to Romeo, that hither he should come this dire night, to help take her from her kindred's vault, being the time the potion's force should cease. But when I came at the prefixed hour of her waking, to take her, to keep her closely at myself, for the letter that I sent was stayed by accident and returned me back that night, I came a minute of her awaking, that there untimely lay noble Paris and true Romeo dead. She awakes, and I bid her come forth and bear this work of heaven with patience. But a noise did scare me from the tomb, and she, too desperate, would not go with me, but as it seems did violence on herself. All this I know, and of the marriage the nurse is privy. If this fault be miscarried to mine, then let my old life be sacrificed within this hour under the rigor of severest law.
We still have known thee for a holy man. Where's Romeo's man? What can he say in this?
I brought my master news of Juliet's death, and in post he came from Manchuria to the same place, to the same monument. This letter, here. he early bid me give his father, threatening me with death going into the vault. I departed not him, left him there.
Give me the letter, I will look on it. Where is the county's page that raised the watch? Sire, what made your master in this place?
My master came with flowers to shew his lady's grave, and bid me stand aloof, and so I did. Anon comes one with light to ope the tomb. My master drew on him, and then I left to call the watch.
This letter doth make good the friar's words, their course of love, the tidings of her death, and here he writes that he did buy a poison of a poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die in line with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague? See what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discourse too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
O brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, but no more can I demand.
I can give thee more. For I will raise her statue in pure gold, while in Verona by that name is known. There shall no other figure at such rate be set as that of true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo's by his ladies lie. Or sacrifices of our enmity.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
Especially, we want to make sure we give a big thank you to our director, Claire.